So we can do this now. Cheat. Hey, welcome to the channel. It's your boy Zach. Guys, we have a great deck here for you today. This is going to be a Sultai kicker control deck. I know you probably haven't heard that before. I mean, it's been going around. It's not like that I'm the first person to do this, but this is a great take on it. So let's go ahead and get into the build. It is a Verazol deck, so that's going to be the split current over here. So guys, if you haven't seen Verazol before, I'll go ahead and read it rather quickly. But whenever you cast a quick spell, you remove 2 counters from it, okay? And then you're going to be able to copy that kick spell. It could be anything. It could be a permanent, it could be an instant, sorcery, whatever. So, and then the other thing, right, it comes in with a counter for each mana spent to cast it. So it's not just the X, it's the green and the blue as well, that the mandatory cost is also considered. So yeah, the other card we'll immediately get into is the Ozolith. So you can see the synergy already, I hope. When we take 2 counters off, you know, when we go to combat, we can just put them back on. So if we did want to swing, if we were bigger, you know, than the opposing creatures and they were tapped out and it was safe to swing, we could. But, you know, that's really not, we're not going to try to swing. We're just going to wait for these big blowout plays, which I'll get into in a moment. Blood Chief's Thirst, guys, is a fantastic card. It is a kicker card. We have 4. We need to remove things early. Yes. Roost of Drakes. Now, this can be our win con, actually, in a lot of games if we end up going long, which a lot of games are tending to do now. There's actually a lot of blue-black control, and just some other decks going around. Mono-white sort of control with the Skyclave Apparition. I mean, it's more of an aggro deck, but I know it's so weird. It's like control and aggro. Mono-white's so annoying. But this is a great card because we get chunk blockers and we can go over the top. It gives us some evasion with the flying. We need Roost of Drakes. Into the Royal, guys, another fantastic kicker card. If we copy this with Verazol for just removing 2 counters, we essentially remove 2 of their biggest threats or whatever and draw 2 cards. That's good. And yeah, you just need this card. It's very versatile. The instant speed gives us something to do on their turn. Okay, Skyclave Shade is a good card. We only need 2. We can actually copy permanents, right, with Verazol, so the Shade can be copied, and we can always bring back the Shade over the course of the game. Whenever we top deck a land we might not necessarily want, we can at least do that. It also does come in with counters, which could then power up the Ozolith later on, so that's very synergistic. Inscription of Abundance. I don't really need to explain why this is in the deck. You put 2 counters. You can also have something fight. If we cast a large Verazol late in the game, say we have 8 mana, we cast this as an 8/8. That can take out almost anything. Vine Gecko. Okay, Vine Gecko. Nobody talks about how good this card is, but it is one of those cards, kind of like a Polywog Symbiote for the Mutate decks, that just lowers the cost by 1. Or Night Bonder for the Flash decks. Whenever you cast a kick spell, you're going to put a counter on it. That's good. Because, again, we're going to get almost double the value, because if the Ozolith gets to sit on the field, which often it does if they don't use a whole card to take it out, then, yeah, we're getting double value. So let's get into Inscription of Ruin. Now, it's another reason to run black in the deck and sort of justify the Sultai. And it's also just a very good tempo card, because this deck is vulnerable to giving the opponent sort of time to figure it out. And what I mean by that is they can board wipe all our dragons. They can take out the Ozolith if they have spot removal for non-land permanents that aren't creatures, I mean. And, you know, we can sort of fall apart if they have a lot of interaction. But Inscription of Ruin can sort of take out those cards that are potentially very threatening before they ever have a chance to even consider them. Often they're going to want to keep their mana early in the game, so they might have to throw away a big 5-drop that could potentially be just rather annoying. And yeah, I mean, you know, you don't really use the other portions too often. It's really just to get the cards out, but you can kick it, and that is a really good kicked spell. You can often bring back a Vine Gecko or a Shade. They'll be one of the 2 late in the game for you to bring back to at least get all the value out of all 3 modes there. Yeah, and then Vastwood Surge, when we have a lot of dragons, I almost want to run more copies of this card, but you're going to put 2 copies on all the dragons. So if a bunch of dragons die, the obelisk is going to get huge, right? And we already have dragons in the air, so we can just put counters onto a flying dragon. You know, that's the other reason the obelisk is so good in this deck. One thing I meant to cover at the beginning. But yeah, this is a good card. Also just getting us land if we really need land. Inscription of Insight. This is a really good. This is almost like a win con, because if we can kick this, I mean, if we can copy this as a kicked spell, that's huge. We can return 4 creatures. We're going to get 2 big monsters out of it, blue illusions, right? Based on how many cards we have. And we're going to just draw 4 right away. Well, scry 2, then draw 2, scry 2, then draw 2. And that's actually really good, that order like that. So, yeah, it is a Sultai kicker control. Thanks for being here. I am Mythic Rank, guys. Anyway, let's get into the games. Badoomba! All right, let's get our first match of Sultai kicker in, yo. Scaramouche? Moch? Ooh. Okay, we like this hand because we have the Ozlith, we have 2 ruins, and I want to showcase the power of 2 ruins. So we got to keep the hand for that reason alone. And yes, we are going to lead with the Fabled Passage, getting the black. Unfortunately. And depending on what he does, we're either going to follow it with the Ozlith and then the Scry, or we're going to just lay the Shade here. Ooh, and I think we may have lucked out. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Nothing there. There's no black instance right now that scare me in the meta. I don't think. At least removal instance. Gosh, my cord. My cord. It's been tangled around my hand. Okay, so let's see what it got. Menace and Death Touch. Okay, Menace and Death Touch. Cool. I don't know why he wouldn't put Lifelink, really. Seems weird to me. Let's get this on the field. Don't need another one. It's kind of tempting, but let's just go ahead and threaten him to want to block. And yeah, I think we're in a safe position because we have 2 ruins, so this is potentially 4 cards out of his hand here. It's just really, really good. That's a nasty effect attached to a card with flexibility, right? So, yeah. Interesting cards he's playing. He didn't even put... Oh, I get it. I get it. That's cool. So that's the benefit. I was like, nobody plays Grim Dancers. That's cool. You know, you can kind of fit him into your weird little strange style there. Okay, let's get 3 here. Yeah. Let's get this guy down so we can copy something next turn potentially. Of course, into the Royal is what I'm talking about. And we're going to swing with the Shade. We need to get sort of a cadence of pressure on here. Especially since we can't block with it. Okay, so we need to hit our mana because we need to have a big Into the Royal here. Yeah, that's good. Oh, dang. That was sarcasm, by the way. It's not good. No blocks. This is tough. Okay, so pop that. Not. Yeah, I don't like Luris. We can't have Luris sticking around. You know what I mean? We just can't have him bringing back the Eidolon and stuff as he chunk blocks and potentially swings in just for some lifelink triggers and stuff. So, there we go. he comes in. Might have a trick, but let's make him use it. Should have double blocked. That's what I should have done. Okay. Of course, now that Verazol's off the field, right? That's unfortunate. I think we're okay, relatively. We can cast the Shade here. I think we need to blow this up, because that's kind of threatening, and we need to act like we're in a better position than we're in, because it's now or never to sort of pick up some aggression. Now, I don't think he can lethal me, which is why I went ahead and swung there. Some of you might call me crazy for that, but if we get one more mana off the top, or even if we don't, we should be okay. But if we get one more mana off the top, we should really be okay. So we're going to be able to into the Royal and Inscription. Look at him go. Okay, cool little trickery deck there. I like that. Okay. No, we need to. We need to wait. I'm just being stupid. That's what we do, and we wait for Into the Royal. We're going to be fine. We are coming back, baby. Back, baby. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need to wait for Into the Royal, because he's going to potentially tap this guy, try to put another thing. Look at him, he's all excited. Go ahead and tap your Duskfang. He did, like a dork. I mean, he thinks he has lethal. You're still gonna overcommit that hard. Oh shit. Oh, shnikes. That's fine. I didn't even realize that. Didn't realize again. Okay, that seems better. Beautiful. Somehow we'll come back. I promise you. Hey, look at him go. He thought he had me. Ah. Oh? The Archon. Ladies and gentlemen, the Archon. No! Dude, how annoying is it to not have a second blue right now? Damn. Sheesh. The hell is that garbage? Get that out of my face. Boom, baby. Get that blue, baby. Go ahead and lay it. I don't give a flying for doodle. All right. Interesting game. Very interesting game. Oh. Well, gosh. Well, darn. I just don't know what to say. You went and blew it up. You went and blew up the shade. Okay, so we can take out the Grim Dancer with inscription here. Dang, this stupid lifelink stuff. Yeah, put it on Grim Dancer. Darn it. Okay. This is definitely the play because that was a good top deck. Oh yeah. Seems good. Seems like a good recovery to me. Oh no. Okay. I'm confused. He doesn't have any cards in his hand, right? So got him, coach. Getting too frisky, guy. Look at him, he's all flustered. He's all flustered. This is Sultai control. This is Sultai control, bro. The flexibility of that card is rather good. Yes, it is. Yeah, we're just gonna make sure we can get that 6 in. We need to every point of damage. Could come down to one stupid thing. Oh my god, he got the land. Beautiful. Oh yeah, we get a showcase the shade and copying it, and we should have put the counter onto you know, but at least now it'll die, and then we can put the counters onto something else. Yeah. See, unfortunately, right, it would have still been a live thing, but whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's totally fine. Dude, he's so mad right now. He's so mad right now. Dude. So funny. It's so funny. Oh my god, are you serious? It's a GG's. We're clicking like 100 million times. Like, did they leave? No. They're so mad right now. They cannot believe what just happened. They can't believe it. I wasn't worried for a freaking second, dude. Not for a freaking second. Alright, guys, so let's get into the second match here, I think. Depends on the order I put them in. Probably just a couple games for you today. Maybe a few. Really, if we can just show off all the cards, that's really the goal. I do want to show off Vastwood Surge, and we got that in our hand this match, so. Aces King 900, let's go! Yeah. So we can lay the black mana here. The Murk Water. Lay the Shade. I think the Shade's a really good card. It's a funny card. It's not like an oppressive card, but the value you can get over the course of the game is very real, especially when you cast it late in the game and can copy it as a 5/3. Being that it can't block, I end up cutting it from most of my like Orzhov decks and stuff that I end up building. I wish it could block, But if you have a good start to the match, the Shade can be oppressive. I can almost see an Arachthos build where maybe you're like running like Embercleave and a bunch of creatures as well as the Shade. And the Shade is just one of those, in case you top deck a land, you can do something with your turn, right? Okay. I think we need to get the cards out of his hand. And I also want to see what kind of cards he has. Then we can do a Kicked Roost of the Drakes next turn. Or an Into the Royal. If we can hit our Excerption and Ruin, if we can hit the Ruin on turn 3, we are a little bit, 3-drop shy. But maybe we can lay a Scry mana or something in place of laying a 3-drop that turn. Or, it reduces the cost of our 4-mana kick spells, which we have some. There would be a lot of 3 and 4 dropped kick spells in the deck because of the Vine Gecko. Okay, it looks like you took some time, and it looks like we got rid of some annoying stuff. Yeah. Okay. Seems annoying to me. That's actually a good card for black that I didn't really realize was that good. Foreboding Fruit. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Come on. Come on, Aces King. What you got for me? Oh. You don't say. Oh. Okay. Ooh, it's a Maze Mine. Okay. We like that. Let's go ahead. We like that sort of slower thing. Oh, he's stuck on 2 black. I thought he just laid his 3rd at least. I'm so sorry. I feel so sorry for this guy. Getting a little bit of mana stuck. And I made him discard 2 cards. That's funny. He didn't have a mana in there. Ugh. Okay. This is going to establish some presence. Again, the threat is attached to the enchantment itself, right? The reoccurring value. But now we have at least a creature we can start whacking him with. Okay, I think we can do something rather aggressive. I'm glad you hit his mana. I wouldn't say rather aggressive. Oops. But I think just Ramp City is what we want right now. I actually wanted another blue instead there. Maybe we can get an Inscription of Ruin and show off the kicked version of that if he starts to get a board. Seems to be oppressing this guy, or he just has a very slow deck. Yeah. I think we need to cast this as 3, right? Oop. As 1. So that it's cost 3 is what I meant to say. It's going to survive, and we're going to be able to copy, right? So. Seems good to me. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and copy it. Let's get those dragons going. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Down that comes. He's going to try to make me draw half my deck. Right? If he can hit 7 mana, I think that's what it is. Or maybe it's 8. Then that really just gets out of hands. Oh, but of course we got another copy of this. A 3rd copy. Of course we can't remove the counters. And that's a scoop. GG's. Let's do it. All right, I think let's get one more.
I think we need to have...
All right, guys, let's get a quick wrap-up game here. I think I'm about done for the day. I've been playing Magic since I woke up. Okay, good enough hand to keep, I think. I think we lead with the Fave of Passage getting a blue, and then we just hope to get a black eventually. But that should give us some time. Yeah, we need the blue. No, let's get the black. Changed my mind. Changed my mind. I just like to get off that kicked roost of drakes early. If we can get 2 Vine Geckos on the field early in the game, that's rather nice. Of course, now we can't, but cool sleeves. Wow, really cool. Let's let him lay a lower priority card, and then, you know, we can Inscription of Ruin either next turn or the turn after that, I think. So yeah, I think we're going to do it now because that is 2 cards down the drain, guys. Just 2 threats that we don't want to deal with. We'll see what they are. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with either of those. Are you kidding me? So, seems good to me. Seems really good to me. Trick is actually getting that second blue a lot. Maybe I need to add 1 more blue to the mana base. We're going to put 2 counters on it. And he's going to put a counter on himself. Yeah, we just blow it up. We don't need to do anything tricky. We don't want any funny business with that Angel of Destiny. That's for sure. And we be a little patient here. And now next turn we can take out Core Celebrant. Or potentially another one of those angels. Now that we'll be big enough. So we're in a good position. Vine Gecko, you can kind of coast into the late game. I ran a version of this deck with Ugin if you want to throw Ugin in as sort of an end game finisher. And more of the Vastwood Surges. You can do that. Looks like he's checking my graveyard. So, not sure. Angel of Destiny. Okay, again. Just such cool, like, such cool text box. Just such cool, like, 2/6 double strike. I love that. Interesting, right? So yeah, we don't mess around. We just do it. Alrighty. Get the counter from that. 2 counters from the thing. Boop, fight. Bang, bammin'. Vine Gecko. You're a Vine Gecko. You never knew, but you were a Vine Gecko. Okay. Give me the second blue. Give me the second blue that I feel like I always need. Yeah, guys, add 1 more blue to your mana base. Remember when I said I was sick of not having blues? Boom, baby. No, we don't swing with either of them because we need both of them in order to make a significant enough block. Because I don't want to leave myself totally vulnerable, and he just uses the lifelink from Vidone and just, yeah, no. Okay, so this is good. He's got a nice thing going on. I just gotta watch my life total a little bit. I'm not worried about hitting him as much as I am about just ticking down and losing my life before I can swing all in. Okay. So we can do this now. Gee. Alright guys, let's get into the Rapparoony. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. What's up, real G's who made it to the end of the video? Thanks for making it this far. I really encourage you to try this deck out. Go ahead and experiment with some of the pieces. Swap out some things. You know, maybe you need a little bit more in the 3-drop slot. Maybe, you know, you don't like the Inscription of Ruin. There's tons of other options instead of that. But I really like just limiting the amount of options he has available to deal with going wide or also going big with things like the Ozolith. It's just a lot of fun. I think the kicker deck is like one notch away from being competitive. Again, this has been Mythic, so, you know, we got some wins today, didn't we? Of course, I didn't show the losses. The losses we did have were pretty miserable today because just luck of the draw, like getting our whole stuff wiped by Ugin. Mono red where I could have won, but I accidentally did a misplay and I got super frustrated and just quit. I quit a bunch of games today just right away at the start because it was either rogues or something. But there were some W's I got that weren't in the video either. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be covering a bunch of Kaldheim stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited for this new set. I'm going to kind of launch myself into the YouTube world. So don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see you around, guys. It's been Big Mythic Zach. It's my new name. And I'll see you next time.